Google Plus Local for Businesses is all about the social aspect of search. This is where you connect with customers and or others in the industry by putting them into your circles, similar to friends on Facebook or followers on Twitter. Those who have your company in their circles will be able to see updates from your company, whether it be blog posts or just a general comment on the feed, as well as see Zagat reviews for your company. Now, your general business information and photos are also visible to help give social users the full picture of your company. You are in control of adding all of this information as well as updating your feed as you wish. Now, what's particularly interesting about Google Plus is the idea that Google is starting to offer personalized search results based on your Google Plus connections. For example, if someone puts your company in their circles and search for something on Google related to your company, you are more likely to pop up at the top of that search engine result page. Google Plus Local helps users discover and share places. Google's 5-point scoring system gives you detailed insight into businesses before you visit, and Zagat summaries of user reviews to help you decide where you want to go. Now, with Google Plus Local, users can get place recommendations based on user circles, user past reviews, and even users' location. They can also publish reviews and photos of users' favorite places. They can also read Zagat summaries of users' reviews for a place. They can view the local Google Plus page for that business to see reviews, photos, posts, and other useful information. They can also find reviews from people users know and trust highlighted in their search results. There are 3 types of local pages on Google Plus. Now, you can distinguish these pages by the features that are available. So there are local listings which have scores, reviews, a tab for About, and photos beneath the cover photo. It also displays on Google Maps, and customers can leave reviews on the page. Next is an unverified local Google Plus page. Some businesses may have instead created a local Google Plus page. You can identify these pages if there are tabs for posts, about, photos, and videos. If there isn't an option to leave a review, the business owner hasn't verified this particular local Google Plus page. When a business owner verifies a local Google Plus page, any existing listing for the business is merged with the local Google Plus page to create a single page with a verified check mark. These pages display on Google Maps, customers can leave reviews, they have posts and a videos tab, and there's a verified check mark next to the name. Now, Google Plus pages are unique from other categories of pages because they have features that allow customers to easily connect with that business's physical location. For example, local pages include a map of the business's location and features its address, phone number, and hours of operation. Local pages can also share the functionality of other Google Plus pages. You can, of course, create and manage circles, start and join Hangouts, and share content like posts and photos. So here are the steps you need to follow to make a local Google Plus page. So to create a Google Plus page, just from any page on Google Plus, come up here and go down to Pages. Left click on Pages, and just like you saw in the other video, this is where the pages that you are currently managing or have created exist. We're going to come and click on Create a Page. So it'll look very familiar, and again we have all these options, but this video is about local business or places. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. Now the first thing I want to point out is that I don't have a local business to put in here, so I'm going to use my personal address, but then I'm going to change it later. I'll do that, but for the intent of this video, I need to show you something, so I'm going to use my personal address. Alright, so to get started, we need to click the terms and conditions and know that the business needs to be verified and that you are the owner. So I'm going to click continue, and then we need to search for the business. I'm going to search. Now it's going to ask, is this one of your businesses? Is it any of these? And no, it is not. So here I'm going to put in my business information. Now right here, this is important information. If you deliver goods and services to your customers at their location, that's important information that you need to add. So if we check this, you can see that there's more options that open up, and also says this is how far we're willing to deliver, right? So you add these features, you add this information in here if you have this feature, and it will display it on your local Google Plus page. Now it's saying that verify by postcard. It says your PIN will arrive in 1 to 2 weeks at your address. You should be able to verify it by phone as well, so I'm going to go ahead and click continue and verify later. If you don't have a choice and you do have to verify by postcard, click this button and we'll take you here. And it says keep an eye out for this postcard. It should arrive, and this is what it's going to look like. And you can put an optional contact name. So I'm going to click continue and verify later. It says we're adding your business and creating your Google Plus page. And just as you saw in the previous video, when you created your Google Plus page in the first place, that wasn't a Google local page, this menu will appear. So we click get started, and it's very much the same way. There's a couple of things like verifying your business, adding a description, adding hours of operation. These are all important, and we'll touch on later in this video. If you can verify by phone, you'll be able to do it right here where it says verify your business. Unfortunately for me, the only option that it's giving me is to send me a postcard, and again that'll take 1 to 2 weeks. But if you're doing this for a client, you set this up and let them know that, hey, this is where it's going to go. You need to get the postcard, and you don't need to send the postcard back. You just need to get a PIN, and then there will be a page where you can verify the PIN number on the postcard. Here Google is highlighting the most important steps that you need to address while setting up this local page. It says here it's about 57% done based on the information that I already gave it. These are the next most important steps aside from verifying your business. So adding a description, and as I was saying in the previous video, make sure this is a detailed description that has keywords in it to help people and Google find and catalog your page. Additionally, adding hours of operation is also very critical because, again, people are going to be finding this in their searches on both their computers and their mobile devices, and by having these important features like hours of operation and even things like you saw before, adding things if you like deliver and things like that, these are all crucial things that Google needs to have in order to make your position in Google that much more effective. So let's go over here to hours of operation and left click on this. Here is where you will set your hours of operation. Now, the really cool thing here is that if your business is closed for part of the day and then it reopens, you can create 2 entries for the same day with different times, and they will be grouped together on your page. For example, consider your business is open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays, closed from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., then opens again from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you want to come back to this page and edit more later, which I strongly recommend doing, just make sure that you are logged in as your page. And what I mean by this is if we click this little button right here, this is the icon saying that you are now using Google Plus as this page, and this is the little page icon. This will be replaced later when you change this logo. It's the avatar of your page, right? This is where you're going to put a logo or something like that. So when we click this drop down, you can see that this is me, my main profile, but I also have a bunch of pages connected to it as well, right? So you just want to make sure that if you save changes and then change your profile or a different page or something like that, and you want to come back and make edits, just make sure and know that you are logged in right here. If I were to click my name here, you see that I show up as Zane. And I can just do the same thing. I can click on the little thumbnail here and then come down here and just choose this page. And now we're back to this page and we can edit as we see fit. And if we want to change anything on this page, all we need to do is come down here and click on View Your Dashboard. And it brings us right back here with all the fancy prompts that Google has for us. At this point, I'm going to strongly recommend using the associated PDF guide with the rest of this process. Most of it comes directly from Google, showing exactly what you need to do step by step to get a Google Plus local page set up exactly how it needs to be set up so that it can get the most leverage out of Google Plus it possibly can. Again, this is something that is meant more for if you are working with offline clients and you want to get them on the Google Plus wave because you know it's so great. It's another really, really great way to establish yourself as an expert as an offline marketer because this is all very new. So to recap, follow these instructions here as your first initial steps, and then go through the associated PDF guide to get additional insight to really make this thing sing. So thanks so much for watching. This is the core part of this course. In the next module, we're going to be reviewing everything so you can see it from a big picture point of view, and it also addresses any other questions that you might be having that have not been addressed in the core lesson plan. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the review module.